Hello and welcome to Titanium Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Pisces, okay? So this is for anybody who watches this at any time. For anyone who watches this at any time, if you have Pisces in your chart, then great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep it in your out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, the way I work is that I first pull cards from the Radlech Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, then I clarify those with Brian Fowles Fairy Oracle, and if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvia Nestor's Mirror Truth Lenormand deck. Now, my readings, okay, are to give you a whole new perspective on what you are experiencing, or what you will experience, or what you have experienced, okay? So it's just to give you some food for thought and all those things. Now, though, I don't know if I mentioned, but the way I work is that I first pull cards from the Radlech Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, then I clarify those with Brian Fowles Fairy Oracle, and I did, and if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvia Nestor's Mirror Truth Lenormand deck. Now, we all have an intuition, and it's key that we learn how to use it. So check out the readings I post, the videos I post on Monday for that. And the reading is like a snapshot of the possible future that might arise if you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point. If you don't like it, change what you're doing. It's as simple as that. And thank goodness that we have an array of possibilities to choose from at any given moment. So all we have to do is pick one and work towards it. Now, with that being said, my gorgeous Piscean friends, let's get into your cards. Yeah. Okay. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Piscean friends. I just did Scorpio. I'm dealing with Pisces. Not the same thing. My bad. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpio. There I am again. Piscean friends. Okay. So, you got the moon. Pisces energy is the first card too, with the 9 of spring. Followed by the 3 of summer. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Pisces. Piscean friends, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Piscean friends, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got the 10 of spring, with the Queen of Summer at the bottom of the deck. Excuse me. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Pisces friends, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week for my Piscean friends. And we got the life experience, which is the Tower in this deck, as well as the awakening card, which is the Hanged Man. Then you have the 6 of summer. Yay. The Unity, and the 6 of autumn. Nice. Okay. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Piscean friends, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Piscean friends, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And you got the star. Aquarius energy. Aquarian energy, should I say. The Ace of Summer at the bottom of the deck. Now, to clarify. By the way, I use selenite on my decks. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Piscean friends, please come forward and clarify why the first set is comprised of the moon, the 9 of spring, and the 3 of summer. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Piscean friends, please come forward and share why all these cards are here to comprise the first set. And you got ecstasis, ecstasy and joy, as well as dos cunas. I don't know why my voice becomes all nasal when I'm saying dos cunas. Alright, and then the second set is comprised of the 10 of spring and the Queen of Summer. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Piscean friends, please come forward and share why these cards are here for the second set. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Piscean friends. And you got Mike the Myomancer. Mikey. Oh, with the Singer of Healing was popping out. As well as Lattice Moon's daughter. And the Undressing with Salad. Okay. So the next set, you got the Life Experience. You got Awakening, 6 of Winter, Unity, and the 6 of Autumn. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Piscean friends, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. With all these cards out for the third set, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message. And you got that gnome with himself at the bottom of the deck, followed by Unity, Luathas, the Wild, and the Fairies of the Future. Ooh. Now, the last set is comprised of the Star and the Ace of Summer. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Piscean friends, why are these cards out for the fourth set? Please, angels and guides. And you got Geo the Slow with Nellis the Alchemist at the bottom of the deck. Ooh la la. As well as Penelope Dreamweaver. And honesty is the best policy. One moment, please. Okay, so we go. Let's set off. First card you guys got for the first set. You got the Moon. This is Pisces energy. Yes. So, this card says, powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. So, something is going to happen. Your intuition is on point this week, is what I'm getting. In regards to a skirmish, because the 9 of Spring talks of protect the fruit of your labors, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, environmental conservation. Things are going to shit. I'm just kidding. You are under attack. So that is why you need to have your intuition on point. So to know when you are being attacked and how to avoid it. In order for you to be able to celebrate the win afterwards. Okay. To celebrate the victory. And the card's clarifying that. And I just got this thought. That you might not win the skirmish, but you will win the war. Basically, I'm using the word skirmish, but in reality it's the battle, but you win the war, right? Because there are many battles in a war, and you might lose one, but you might win the entire thing, is what I'm getting. Now, the cards clarifying that are ecstasis, which talks of ecstasy, joy, rapture, motivation. Which I think is what is going to happen if you listen to your intuition. You will be able to tap into something much more. Something that will allow you to succeed, is what I'm getting. Then you have Los Gunas. Now, Los Gunas talks of sunken treasure, discovery of self, and adventure. So I feel like that success that you are celebrating will allow you to see clearer within yourself. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. It's gonna be a bright, 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 bright sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 bright sunshiny day. Anyway, so the second set starts off with the 10 of Spring. Then moves on to the Queen of Summer. So the 10 of Spring talks of ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Too many to count. Possibly because you're the Queen of Summer, you're always occupied. You have something on your plate all the time and you don't know when or what to do about it, right? And the Queen of Summer is a loving, comforting, emotional, intuitive individual. Right? This says, listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. I think that is why. So the 10 of Spring might just be because, well, you're taking care of others, perhaps too much, because you are putting others in front of yourself, which is what a mother does. Which is good. But I mean, you still have to teach them how to fend for themselves at the end of the day. So, but that is your decision, not mine. I'm not the mother of your children. Take that with a grain of salt, please. And avoid shooting the messenger. Now, the next card. The first card clarifying it is Mike the Myomancer. Now Mike talks of small clues, details, messages everywhere, and patience. I feel like the solution to your issue is going to come to you in details. You are going to notice these things. They might not be very obvious from the start, but they will make sense to you and only to you. You'll probably see some synchronicities, or you see some numbers, or you see an animal, and that'll be like, oh my god, that means something. And so you check it, and you check it online or whatever you look into to get your answers, and voila, that is exactly what you needed to hear. Now, the next card is the Singer of Healing. Now, the Singer of Healing talks of healing of body, mind, and spirit. So, what I'm getting is that this asking help from others in regards to the Ten of Spring, because you're taking care of others perhaps too much, your asking help will be very healing. Let it be to your mind, body, or spirit. That will be a sign that you have tapped into Lattice Moon's daughter energy. Lattice Moon's daughter energy, which talks of light casting shadows, spiritual guidance, illumination riddles. So, what was it? You've had difficulty doing it up to this point because it was all in riddles, and you're like, okay, well, my head is going to explode, then it's going to spin around and around if you continue telling me this damn riddle again. You're gonna put your foot down and like, no, I want a clear decision. I want to know what the hell is going on, you know? Don't make me run around like a chicken without a head. Then you have the undressing of a salad. Now, to you, which is interesting, because I said chicken would run around like a chicken without a head. Right? So what was I saying about that? You were running around and chicken without a head because you had too much happening all at once, and you wanna calm yourself in order to really be able to fully take the benefit out of what it is that you're going through. And so if this situation is making you run around like a chicken without a head, becoming calm in a 1 second is achieving the impossible, being able to manage how should I say it? The ability to manage your emotional security and your emotional intelligence is of great importance. And that's, at this moment, might seem to you like achieving the impossible, being impossible, because you are doing what you've never done before, which is control your emotions and be able to put yourself first, in a sense, not in order to be selfish, but in order to be able to take care of others better. You know, if how can the sick help the sick, right? You should take care of you. What do they tell you to do on a plane, right? To put the mask on yourself first in order for you to be able to help the person next to you much quicker if they are like a child or an elderly person. You need to think of you first and think of them later. And I actually took first aid a little, my first class of first aid, and in the first aid, the first thing that they teach you is that you need to make sure that the place is secure for you, because if you as a lifeguard or whatever, first aid person, okay, if you put yourself in harm's way, will you be able to help them? No. So what is the use? You will basically have ruined all chances for either of you to survive. I mean, it is quite nasty, but sometimes, like they said in the class, there are just some people you cannot assist. It's sad, but it is the reality. Is it more humane to lose 2 lives or 1? I mean, it's the hard decision to make. I know it's not easy, but it is a decision to make nonetheless. You know, and I'm gonna stop at that because I'm just my intuition's like stop this right now. I'm like, okay. Now the next card. The first card of the third set is life experience. Now life experience is the Tower card in this deck. Okay, it says let go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So something, it's very interesting that I was talking about a trauma, right? And that when a situation, you need to know when to hold them, when to fold them, and when to run. Right? Gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Yeah. I don't know the whole song, but basically that's it. It's just taking every situation, even if you weren't able to save everybody, or that you felt trapped and incapable of doing more, to happen. It's going to be a life experience, a very difficult life experience, but it is going to teach you something that will ultimately expand your consciousness. Then you have the Awakening card. So what that event, that Tower moment is going to help you do is see a situation from a different perspective. And once you see the situation from a different perspective, it's going to allow you to embrace how unique you are and take a temporary pause. I feel like it's something that might happen during a very taxing or stressful situation. You're like, okay, wait. Let's consciously think about this. Should I really throw myself in this pit of fire? Will I be able to help more people if I do? Don't be a hero. You are not the hero. The paramedics are. And the doctors. And all those. They are the people who are trained in this. You are just the first aid. Okay? And I feel like once you come to grips with that reality, you will move to calmer waters. I'm not saying that it won't eat you alive because you weren't able to help everybody, but you will still feel okay. I mean, you might have nightmares. I hope you don't, but it's still gonna, your mind is still gonna remind you of it until you deal with it and work your way through it. But you have to remember, you can't save everybody. You can't, and you have to let things go. Alright. Next you have the Unity card. Now the Unity card, alright, is the Hierophant in this deck, which is Virgo energy. Now, it says do the right things for the right reasons. What did I just say? Do the right things for the right reasons. Think about it. If you are the lifeguard, if you are the person, if you are the lifeguard, if you are the person, the first responder, or the person who's there to help, who does first aid, right? If you put yourself in danger, and if you die, think of all the other people that you could have saved who will perish because you decided to save this one person who was a long shot. You know? I feel like it's very difficult. Like I said, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be a difficult decision, but it is going to be an important decision to be made. And so you gotta do the right things for the right reasons. Like, if you decide to go and save that person, make sure that you have that there are more possibilities of you coming back than you perishing in trying to help them. Right? And I'm sorry if any paramedics are listening to this. But, and though I feel like the decision you will make, okay, is gonna, the good you do comes back to you. So it's basically a question of karma. It's gonna pay you back, because I feel like maybe something will happen, something might happen that will, I'm just getting an image of someone crossed the street a little too late and there's a car coming, and so you want to save that person, but they're almost at the other side, and so you yell at them to run, right? Or you tell them to move fast because the car's coming. And you stay where you are because you know that if you go save them, you might get hit too. You see what I mean? It's going to be a split-second decision, but I feel like you're going to make the right decision. And because of that decision, you will be able to save more lives after that decision. And I feel like that realization is going to set upon you. And I feel like that realization is going to be like, not instantaneous maybe, but it's going to come to you and you'll be like, oh, so I did the right thing. Yay! And then you're going to be happy. So possibly you will have like very hard time living with yourself because you did not decide to go after that person who was almost on the brink of whatever. But later on, you will save someone else that will remind you of that last person. You might even be scared out of your mind to save anyone else, but then something will happen at some point. I feel like this is for a very, very few, it's like possibly for one person, or even for very few of you. I feel like something is going to happen later on in your lifetime. I don't know how far this is going to be, but it is going to show you how that the decision you made, to the way you went about saving that person, was the right call for the moment in order for you to save all those other people afterwards. It might kill you for like the time it takes for you to, to go from one save to the other, from that person that you saved that you couldn't, that you lost, I feel, to the people that you ultimately were able to save because you did not go and save that person. Am I making myself clear? I hope I am, because I'm kind of confused myself. Well, no, I'm not confused. I just don't know if I explained it clearly enough. Next. So that will be a big ass pattern break for you. It will be, if you have the habit of trying to save everyone, after that, you'll be like, okay, I need to save myself first before I save them. Right? I do. It's very important. It's very, very important. And what I remembered was that during the class, the teacher was telling about how there was one paramedic who went in too quickly, did not assess enough, and also got killed because they did not assess enough, or it was that they did not assess enough, or they were stricken by emotion and they wanted to help the other person, but then they also lost their lives in the process because of it. And I mean, what would have been the best thing to do? I don't know. It's up to you to decide. So, the next card is Himself. Now, Himself talks of natural law, life force, shamanic powers, magic. I feel like, due to the storyline that I was talking about before, is natural law. Natural law in the sense that if you are a person of great influence who can save thousands, right? I know it's going to be hard, but would you rather lose one person than 1,000? It's one of those, it's such a difficult question to ask and think about, I know, but now it's just a matter of logic and reality. And I have a feeling that you might have saved like millions of people's lives, but you will always remember that one you were not able to save. I know. I'm sorry. It's not easy. This is not very interesting reading. This is a very interesting reading. Very, very, the big ass dilemma. Big ass dilemma. Now the next card is Unity, which talks of union, mystical experience, and spiritual home. Now the first idea that pops into my head was how we are all one. Right? If you think about it, you're like, how can we all be one? I mean, that's kind of a stretch of the imagination. Really? Really? Did you know you see yourself as one? Do you not? Or do you see every single cell in your body as a separate entity? Think of that. Imagine if the universe was like God's creation, right? And within that universe, or let's say planet Earth, was like a body, like a human being. And your cells would be the same as your blood cells, or your white blood cells, or whatever, your cells of whatever. Okay? So, I lost my train of thought. Wait, okay. Blood cells in the body. You imagine your body. Okay, but why did I... the universe. So, everything on the planet is like cells or organs or whatnot in your human body. Now, imagine if there was one cell that went rogue, right? And that's what you call cancerous cell, because it multiplies and multiplies and multiplies and multiplies and just not stop. Then you have to take it out. And, but no, that wasn't the idea I got. The idea I got was that we're all united. We're all one. We are one. Alright, just like this planet, if you look at it from a planetary perspective, we are a part of the Earth, of planet Earth, right? Just like you would see yourselves as being a part of you. So we are all one due to that thinking pattern. Okay? I know that was a very long explanation. Excuse me. And once you see yourself as being a part of the one of the planet, then you seek balance. Because then you know that if anything in your body is out of balance, there will be sickness or there will be dis-ease. And if you don't want dis-ease in your body, then how can you want dis-ease on this planet? I actually never really understood that until now. Then, when I say that, I mean we are all one. Because we are all a part of the planet. Then you have the fairies of the future. Now the fairies of the future talk of be here now, guidance, forward moving. So I feel like I see the balance and the unity. I mean, you got unity twice. You got unity in the clarifiers and unity in the major tarot. So I feel like in order to be able to tap into the Six of Autumn energy, that is sharing the good juju comes back to you bit, you can only do that by being here now and by being receptive to the intuitive hits that you get. Alright, next. Stop falling. The first card from the fourth and last set is the Star card. Now the Star card is Aquarius and Aquarian energy. Okay, it says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Yep. Have hope and optimism. Right? I just painted a very bleak picture, I know, to illustrate what I was trying to say. But once you understand, I don't know who this is, you or the crosswatcher, someone understands that we are all a part of the one, okay? And that they start thinking of themselves as being a part of the one, that's when they will start looking to the future with hope and optimism. Or they will notice the happy changes that they are receiving from challenging times. Yep. We are the world. We are the people. I don't know why that song has been playing in my mind. I don't know that song per se, but I don't know it word for word. Then you have the Ace of Summer. Now the Ace of Summer is open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. Yep. So I feel like would be the awakening of psychic abilities, spiritual epiphanies, because you are realizing that concentrating on what you want is what will allow you to create the star energy in your reality. Next, the cards clarifying, okay, are Geo the Slow. Now, Geo the Slow talks of cycles of time, slowness, waiting, patience. So this might take a little bit of time. It might take more than a week, is what I'm getting. Excuse me, be patient and don't worry. Be patient and have faith. Have faith that you will move mountains. When you will. Don't rush yourself. Avoid rushing yourself. Just go with it. Go with the flow. Next, you have Nellis the Alchemist. Now, Nellis talks of inner transformation, irrevocable change. So, as we saw with the third set, we are having the confirmation yet again that things are changing towards the better. It might take a bit of time, but it's going to. Next, you have Penelope Dreamweaver. Now, Penelope Dreamweaver talks of inspiration, magical dreams, visions. So now that you are in the star energy, you are having visions. You are getting inspired. You're taking inspired action and all those lovely things. And I feel like in order for you to really tap into the Ace of Summer, you need to be honest with yourself. Honest with yourself in regards to what? Actually, I'm going to clarify that. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Piscean friends, please come forward and share what is it that they need to be honest about in regards to the fourth set. And you got the cross. One moment. The cross. The cross represents fate, strain, burden, or karma. Did not talk of karma. Okay. Faith. Yeah. Faith, religion, suffering, purpose, devoted, taking advice, sacrifice yourself for the common good, represent religious views, bear your cross, taking on pending tasks, continuing education and learning, taking the intuitive. You can accept your destiny and or change it. It is up to you. The cross shows you primarily where your habits and behaviors have brought you. You can accept it or not. If not, you have to challenge your old beliefs to make a change. Change, which we talked about early in the reading. In older explanatory models, this card is always the fate card. Fate card. Combined with immutability karma. But we live in times of quantum physics, and that means there is no time here. How can there be karma without time? Or is it rather our innermost belief that make things happen in our lives? When is karma compensated? Exciting question. Okay. In any case, you should pay attention to this card if you want to find out and old and deadlocked ways of thinking within yourself. So be honest. I feel like what this is saying is that you will be able to tap into the Ace of and the Star card and the Ace of Summer once you be honest with yourself to see what no longer works within you. Okay. Wow. Okay, so my gorgeous Piscean friends, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Piscean friends, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye.